and I perceive you respect mine. In 2008, I think, there was a secret vote that approved the LoSAP. That's a pension for firefighters, free of New York State taxes.
Hold on, let's just go through these bullets one by one, because that's on there.
Well, let me just address, you said that we're not recruiting. The purpose of the LoSAP, when it was passed by the New York State Legislature, the legislation was to recruit and retain volunteer firefighters. For a number of years, the East Clinton Fire District recruited 0 firefighters. The information that we're not getting from the ECFD is how many what's the number of the what's the size of the fire company? What's their age, average age, median age? How many are trained and certified to drive a fire truck, to drive an ambulance, to touch a gurney? When do they age out? We have none of that data. We've asked for it, but we haven't gotten it. Dean made a very good point. I don't see anybody from the Board of Commissioners from the ECFD. I don't know the Board of Commissioners from the WCFD. If you're here, thank you. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you. I wish I lived in the WCFD, but I don't. Okay, thanks, guys. It might not work for you, but it would work for me. There's nobody, there's only one member of the town board here who's lurking in the doorway, hiding behind a false beard. And there's one representative of one of our elected officials. AJ is against the wall. He's a legislative aide to Senator Sue Serino. Thank you for coming. What's your name, sir? John Midwood. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, I misspoke. Thank you.
I'm a county legislator, right here.
And Joel Tyner, right here. He's our Joel. Okay. And just to be fair, I got a call Thursday morning from Mark Molinaro, who apologized that he could not be here today. He's concerned about the issue, and he said none of his staff could be here today, but I'd be hearing from Dana Smith, who's the County Commissioner for Emergency Services. Dana Smith and I finally connected over the phone yesterday morning, and he and I spent an hour and a half on the phone. Believe it or not, I did mostly listening. I didn't do talking. He's very well informed about, Bill, did I say something amusing? Okay. He's very well informed about the issue from a macro point of view from the county, for which he's responsible, and all the issues. And he's surprisingly well informed on a granular level what the issues are in the town of Clinton and in the ECFD, and I don't know much about the WCFD, okay? And I'm going to hand the mic back to Dean because I don't have a question. The point is that we're underrepresented. There's nobody here from the town board except for Elliot Werner. That's a disappointment. They're all invited. I think our town board does a very good job. I rarely go to town board meetings. I'm surprised to see he's the only member of the town board, and the town supervisor is not here. And the town supervisor is the former chief of the West Clinton Fire District, assistant chief. So he knows his stuff, and he does a good job. Whatever problems are identified today have to be solved in a combination, in my opinion, of top down and bottom up. We need help from the county. We are breaking new territory here. We're blazing a trail, and there's resistance to that. Bottom up, I'm glad to see there's 24 people here. The community has to be better informed of what's going on. Part of that responsibility is the Board of Commissioners of the ECFD. The secrecy has to be penetrated. Sunlight is the best disinfectant.
Thank you. Thank you. Question?